Now, I want to ask you a question. What if the Chad guy who goes into your party and steals your girl is actually more authentic than you? Now, I know what you're thinking, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, how can he be more authentic than me, dude? Like, I'm here trying my hardest. I care about this girl, okay? And this Chad motherfucker just grabs her from me and starts making out with her. Well, maybe this is not the case. And I'm going to explain to you why. I want to ask you a question. What is your intention? And don't lie, because you're going to be really easy to lie, but I want you to go deep within yourself and ask and answer this exact question. What is your intention towards this girl? What is your actual intention? Do you really care about connecting with her physically? Are you really like physically attracted to her? Do you feel physically attracted to her? Or do you feel slightly attracted to her? Or maybe even you feel attracted to her but from a logical standpoint, like, oh, she's a pretty girl, and the prettier that she is, the bigger the validation that you feel, the bigger the dopamine hit that you get. Are you looking at this girl as a way to justify your existence, as a way to tell yourself, yeah, okay, we can get girls? Because if this is your mindset, you have to understand something. You have to understand that you're looking at this girl like an object. Like, you're looking at her as a way to fulfill that dark hole of validation that you have within you. And the Chad guy, he doesn't have these thoughts going through his head. He's looking at the girl, he's like, oh, hot girl, and he just grabs her and makes out with her. He doesn't have this insecurity. And so what we need to address is not necessarily the fact that, yeah, maybe the Chad guy is stronger than you or is better looking than you, but it's beyond that. It's the fact that you can't really connect to these girls. You can't really allow yourself to feel attracted to them, which is, by the way, why you have trouble escalating, because you need the outcome. You need the result so you can accept yourself. So what we need to understand here is, okay, how can we accept ourselves first? And from then we can actually connect to someone instead of looking at them as a way to fulfill a need that we have. I just want to give a disclaimer, because if you're just starting going out and these are all new things for you, then it's normal to have outcome dependence. That's a normal thing, and that's okay. Don't worry about it now. What you need to start doing is, once you start getting results, albeit inconsistently, or in other words, once you start to be able to tell yourself and to concretely understand that you can go out and you can produce a result, then if you want to do this in a better way, and by the way, I'm going through the same thing here, okay? I'm no expert here. I'm learning this with you. I'm just telling you the lessons that I've been learning. If you want to have more consistent results, you cannot look at people as a way to fulfill that gap that you have within you. Now, what I found that works best, and I got advice from the best experts in the world about this, is two things. And I'm going to give them to you right here because I want this video to be really practical for you. Number one is you have to start journaling, and you have to start journaling these questions that I gave you at the start. What do you really need from this girl? What do you need from her that you can't get by yourself? Why does being with this girl give to you, besides obviously the sex and all that nice stuff? Why is this such a need? Why do you need the outcome? Why are you so thirsty for that outcome? So I'm giving you my example. If I were to journal that, because I have the same thing. So if it was me, I would think, okay, why do I need this girl? I need this girl so I can prove to myself that I can get girls, because I had trouble with this in the past. And I'm like, okay, but what if I didn't get her? What happens? Oh, maybe I'll start doubting myself. And I'm scared that part of me thinks that I still can't get girls. Okay, but what is it so bad about not getting girls? It's another question then you can follow up on. And to me, if I didn't get girls, I'd start thinking that I'm a loser, like I'm at the bottom. And this brings me back to middle school and high school when I was bullied, and you know my story, right? So, and I don't want to feel like that, but why don't I want to feel like that? Like you keep prompting the journal, you keep asking again and again. And so why do I want to feel like that? I don't want to feel like that because when I felt at the bottom and I felt like a loser, I felt like my survivorship was at stake. I felt like at any point somebody could, bully me, or they could kick me out of the tribe, and I would be scared, and I'd be scared for my life, actually. Not because logically I thought I was going to die, but because emotionally it was very difficult for me, because our brains are also not adapted to these times. And so once you're thinking that you're going to get kicked out of the tribe, a part of you thinks you're going to die, so you'll do everything you can to avoid that. Now, I can understand myself. I have a fear of getting kicked out of the tribe. I have a fear of survivorship, and so I have to start letting go of this fear. And this is the number two thing that we start to look into, which is meditation, and particularly letting go meditation. Because you know that you cannot solve these problems logically, right? Like you can read all the books, you can watch all the courses, but if you don't have an emotional shift, then all the knowledge is useless. What you start doing is you start meditating. So you close your eyes, you go into your body, and you start to feel what is it like not to have what you want. How does it feel if the girl rejects you? How does it feel now with the results of your journaling to be at the bottom, to be the loser? How does it feel? How does it feel to have that fear? And then you can ask yourself, can you allow yourself to let go of that fear? What would it be like to live without that fear? And you'll feel certain emotions. And so what you want to do here, you just want to feel these emotions. And the more you feel them, and the more you recognize that this too is also me, then the more you can be comfortable with yourself again, and the more you can overcome that fear. And now, once you start overcoming that fear and re-owning these parts of yourself, then you can go talk to a girl and you're not scared that she rejects you, because you don't try to find yourself in the acceptance of others. And that's the fundamental shift here. This is how people also talk about going from doing to being. And this is the exact period where you do this transition, is go from doing something, from trying to get the validation, from trying to get the result, to actually being someone who does not need it, but is actually already fulfilled within. And then being with this person is added bonus. It's something fun you can do. It could be also even something beautiful, but it's not something you need. And so this is the fundamental shift that I'm going through and that I'm working on, so I can relate to you guys as best as I can. So if you want to talk to me and you want to learn more about these kind of paradigm shifts, then you can click the link in the description. So you have like a little link, and we can book a free call so we can talk about these things. And if you like this kind of content, subscribe, because I'll be making more in the future. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.